guys, welcome back to the Unlocking the Uberhood challenge. This is actually a little bit of hood maintenance before we start round 3. I'm building a cemetery because we've got a lot of elder sims, Mortimer Goth, the oldies, like people are starting to age, and especially with Cassandra newly married and probably going to start a family, I don't really want all the goth ghosts on that lot, so I decided the best thing I could do is build a cemetery. So while I'm building it, and believe me, it has many different forms because I just kept changing my mind, we're going to go over where we are in the challenge. So right now, we're the closest, I would say, to unlocking Veronaville, Belladonna Cove, Veronaville and Belladonna Cove are the only two that have somebody assigned to every single requirement, but we'll just go through everything. So Strangetown has 2 careers that need to be maxed, science and military. Cassandra Goth is assigned to science. Nobody's been assigned to military yet. Don Lothario needs to be abducted 3 times, but has been abducted 0 times, so that may need to be reassigned as well if he becomes an elder. I guess there's not really an age limit, but, it would be fun to make him have alien babies. We did move in Bella Goth, that was a requirement. We will need to revive a sim that's currently assigned to Darren Dreamer. It could be anybody really though. And then we need a maximum evil witch and a maximum good witch. Bella Goth is our good witch. Normally you don't have witches spawn until you create Belladonna Cove, but Bella can make other people witches, so we can make somebody an evil witch. We just have to decide who that's going to be. For Veronaville, we do have 1 of 2 enemies made, and we also have 2 out of 5 fights, I believe, that happened in the Pleasant household for both of those. And we have somebody assigned to the 3 careers, which is intelligence, journalism, and law enforcement. Bluewater Village, we really need to kind of get figured out, so we need 3 level 10 businesses. Dina Caliente is working on that. Someone needs to top the business career. We don't have anybody assigned to that, and we need someone to top all 3 pet careers. Dina is the one adopting pets for that as well. We also need gold sales badge, gold register badge, and gold restocking badge. Tentatively, Dina is also working on that, but that could be anybody. For downtown, there's 3 careers. We don't have anybody assigned to those yet: entertainment, criminal, and show business. We need a gold cosmetology badge. Dina Caliente, that's her first business, so she's working on that. It's kind of a hard one. We need to restore 5 cars total. We've restored 2 so far. I believe Dustin and Lilith were the ones who restored cars. Desiderata Valley, basically we have to max all of the hobbies, and we also need level 10 medicine. I know it's kind of odd, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't just hobbies. We do have somebody assigned to that. That is Don Lothario. Actually, I have everybody assigned to a hobby as well, so we're working on that one. Belladonna Cove is all career-based, so architecture, athletic, paranormal, and politics. We have somebody assigned to all 4 of those careers, which is good. River Blossom Hills has 2 careers, adventurer and law. We have somebody assigned to law, but nobody assigned to the adventurer career. We also need a gold gardening badge and a gold sewing badge. Coral is working on sewing, nobody's working on gardening yet. And then we have to have somebody have a successful farm, so nobody can have a career and they have to survive solely on their earnings from the farm. I usually have the Burb family do that, but currently nobody is doing that. Alright, so for the university, Sim State University, we need to complete 5 lifetime wants, which is kind of anybody's game. Level 10 education, John Burb's working on that. Learn all life skills, Alexander Goth is really close to achieving that. And then we can unlock a university. Academy Latour has 3 career requirements, because it's a little bit of a fancier school. So level 10 artist, culinary, and music. Nobody's assigned to any of those yet. So that's kind of problematic. We have to maximize all skills, which we have somebody assigned to. And 4 teens need to graduate with an A+, so anybody's game. La Fiesta Tech has 2 careers, dance and slacker. We need to have a gold robotics badge, which Cassandra Goth is working on, and then a gold toy making badge, which Herb Oldie is working on. We also have to build a servo, which Cassandra should do. And then lastly, there are the vacation destinations. So Twiki Island, we need level 10 natural science and level 10 oceanography. and somebody has to complete the insect collection. It is assigned. I can't remember who it's assigned to. I think it's Bowbroke, but I'm not sure. 3 lakes, we need a gold fishing badge, gold flower arranging. Someone has to spawn a plant sim baby, so they have to become plant sim themselves. And we have to discover 3 stars. Don Lothario has discovered 1 of 3 stars, and Mortimer is working on the fishing badge, and flower arranging is assigned, but no one's achieved it yet. And lastly, take Mizu Village. So we need a level 10 gamer. Somebody had to find a genie lamp, which has been accomplished. I believe that was Dirk Dreamer. And someone needs a gold pottery badge, which Mary Sue is working on. Yeah, and so that's kind of where we're at in terms of the challenge. We're doing pretty well. Like I said, there's, I think, 3 neighborhoods that we have somebody assigned everything, which is pretty good progress, because I don't want to add everything all at once. Like, I'd prefer to add them slowly. Desiderata Valley, even though somebody's assigned everything, is probably going to be one of the last ones we add, because maxing hobbies is kind of hard. And, like, some of the Sims assigned to the hobbies don't even want to do them, so yeah, that's kind of where we are. As you can see, I'm struggling to find headstones. I know that I had them, or I knew that I had them, but I couldn't find them. So I was like, well, maybe I'll do these, like, Futurama heads and do, like, some niches and that kind of thing. Because I did want a little building. And then I found these grave cages, which are kind of cool, so I decided maybe for, like, the older graves, because some of these gravestones are going to be decorative, obviously. And then as we have Sims die, we'll add more and more and more. So yeah, that's basically the update on the challenge. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm a little annoyed with some of the buggy things that happen in this particular save. Like, whenever you hover over a shelf for some reason, it bugs out, which is not happening in any of my other modern neighborhoods that have this exact save file. It's only happening in the Pleasantly Thriving neighborhood. I don't know why. I don't know if it was the cheat codes for building. I don't know. I don't know. But that's going on, and it's slightly annoying. Look, I found everything. All the things. I basically just put any kind of gravestone out, and then I figured I could edit as needed. Initially, I did want to put, like, pets as well, but I do cut those just because it doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I have a lot of gravestones, which is good, because obviously I'm building a little cemetery, and I wanted them all to be different. I didn't want them to be the same. I wanted there to be a section where it's, like, older stuff, and then a section where they're, like, a little bit newer. Also, I'm slightly annoyed that the parking spaces are just a hair too short, but I'd already committed to the size, and I was just like, you know what? No, I don't care. That's how they're gonna be. I really wanted to use these above ground ones too, but it didn't work. I think I used 1 because, spoiler alert, the building thing didn't work out, so I was like, alright, well then I'll have just 1, like, raised mausoleum type area. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, because that truck is that far, I was like, I can't move the sidewalk. So I just did that. But yeah, I keep that 1 forbidden tomb, kind of like, maybe that's the founder of Pleasantville, oh my god, Pleasantview, and then the rest are all just normal tombstones. And yes, I do keep the grave cages, because it's funny to me that at some point people were robbing tombstones in Pleasantview. And this is where I realized I didn't have the Buggy Boo's nooks and niches installed, so I was like, well, can I use shelves? And I didn't like it, so that idea got nixed. It's hard to remember what's in what download folder sometimes. Because I have a completely modern folder, I have a light medieval folder, and then I have, like, my medieval, I put everything into that folder. So yeah, I just put that there. I was gonna put these, and I was like, no, and so then I do, like, the older section is here. And this is where I put, like, all the really old looking tombstones. And the cages, because like I said, it's very funny to me that at some point that was happening. I mean, the Goth family lives here, so, but I like to think it was land crabs. And now I was just trying to figure out, like, the spacing. I was like, oh, maybe I'll put the animals over there, and I was like, no. And I wanted to use the future ones, but they don't look right. So I ended up removing those. They don't look right for this neighborhood. And of course I knew I was going to have to repeat some of the gravestones just because I don't have that many. And it was either use all of the same or just kind of random. And these will be replaced, you know, as I said, as Sims die. I know Mother Morgoth is really close to kind of kicking the bucket, so as they go, we'll put in their tombstones and replace these. And then I did want like kind of a little pathway, just so it didn't look so random. Although most cemeteries, like I don't know if you look like, they really are just, here's the grass, there's not a path, have fun. Which is fair. They gotta maximize their space. Also, that neighborhood tree drives me nuts. I do move it after I decorated this. I went into neighborhood view and moved it, but it was in the way for quite a bit, just to spite me. I thought about not filling it too, and then I was like, it looked weird. So I was just like, forget it. We will have all of the tombstones everywhere. And it's an old neighborhood. But yeah, we're pretty much done, so thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like. If you are playing the challenge, let me know. I'm very curious if anybody else has decided to take it on. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.